all about the healing. All right. So, to my, no, not to my, it's what up, though? What up, though? What up, though, with my peeps? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Venus! Cross watcher. This is a general read. Really, y'all. This is going to be very specific. It's not going to be for everybody. So what I want and what I'm putting out right now is that if it's not your reading, I need you to watch it anyway, and I need you to pray. Because that means that if this reading, what I'm picking up today, if this message is not your message, it's somebody around you, somebody you know, and you need to be praying. Because somebody needs encouragement, somebody need a word, somebody need to be uplifted, somebody need to be jolted out of the situation, the mindset that they are in, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do it today. So, my day ones, my day twos, my new news. You already know, you already know. I love you, and I do all of this for YOU. All right, so with that, like, share, subscribe, and come on, hype it up. All right, okay. So now, let me get serious. Let me get with it. Let me get back. Let me reel myself in, because I've already talked about this. I thought I made myself clear. So, I don't know if this is because, I know it's because somebody need to hear it. But this may be someone who missed that message, and God is going to make sure they hear this message this time, or they get this message, or it's going to come across their feed or something. But Taurus, we already talked about this. And it's not all the Taurus, even though I have the collective card here. This is a collective message to all my Taurus. So that's why I'm saying that if it's not you, and if it's not resonating with you, then it's somebody you know, somebody you're around, that's in your energy. And I'm not talking about the person from the past. I'm talking about somebody that's close to you, your child, your family member, your co-worker, your friend, somebody, if it's not you. So you need to take this information, and you need to either, if you can't pick it up, you don't know, you need to pray. Okay, first of all, whoever you are, how do I want to do this? Hold on a second. Okay, this is where I'm going to start it at. Okay. The cards is giving me that you are a Sigma. Look it up. You're either a Sigma female, you're a Sigma. Feminine energy. And on the card, independent, intelligent, fearless, strong, silent, mysterious. But what Sigma mean to me with all of this is that you are a very powerful, anointed soul. Everything about you is legit. You don't play no games. You speak. You don't back down. You mean what you say. You say what you mean. You know, but you are a person that if you make a mistake, or if you hurt somebody, you hurt somebody's feelings or whatever, you can apologize. You're not too big to apologize. But for the most part, you meant what you said. Now, I can apologize if I hurt your feeling, because that's not what I meant. But I meant what I said. Kind of person. And you're very strong. See, this is very familiar. That's why when I put this out, I'm like, we already did this. But when it's like this, when it's energy, when I already did it, it's something in it that God wants to reiterate, or God wants me to expand on. Because sometimes I cut the reading off and I know it's more, but I'm not going a whole hour, 2 hours in a read and nobody watch it, right? Nobody's going to sit and watch 2-hour readings. Now, I can sit here and talk sometimes the stuff that God is giving me for you. It'll be 2 hours. That's a read that's very thorough. I had to sit here and just allow God to just speak, and ramble on here and tell you this, and ramble on here and tell you that, and go off course, and just really, really get it in where it fit in. And but for the most part, you don't play no games. You don't play no games. You are a person that speaks. You speak your truth. You stand in your truth. You apologize. You know that you're strong. You know that you can what you say could be tough. You know that you real, you authentic. You know this about yourself. That's why I'm trying to figure out what is actually going on here. And so what I got that's throwing me off is mind games. So I said, well, okay, is this collective playing mind games, or somebody playing mind games on collective? But see, because collective is in higher consciousness. Collective is in higher consciousness. So when you're in higher consciousness, you're not playing no games with nobody. So somebody has been, or is playing mind games with the collective. So much so that the collective that I'm talking to need to heal an aspect of themselves, because it's messing with them. It's messing with who they are and what they think about themselves emotionally. It's mind games, it's manipulation, it's trickery, some type of confusion that has been projected, have been somebody physically been speaking to you, manipulating you, some type of trickery that has to be healed. But before you can heal it, you got to acknowledge it. Something is up here. Something is wrong and something is off. Because it says who you are right here. It says who you are. You a Sigma. Independent, high ranking, full authority. Don't hold no punches. So how you come from not holding no punches? Hold on. Okay. What I'm trying to say is this. Okay. You have already been established. Whether you know it within yourself, I think you already know it. But it could very well be someone that's operating in Sigma energy and they don't know it. They don't know. They just saying that that's just their personality. That's my personality. That's just how I am. Not looking at it or viewing it as Sigma energy, and that's a gift. You're gifted. You're gifted. Sigma feminine energy is ultimately strong. One of the strongest temperaments, strongest soul beings, one of the strongest resilient, stand on business type of people. Very independent. They don't need nobody. They don't need nobody to pump them up and prod them up. They don't need nobody to validate and tell them and lift them up and tell them they pretty or tell them they got it or they got it going on or you got it, you do. They don't need all that. They don't need it. They are who they are. Whether they realize that that's a gift or not. But what I'm getting here is that you are who you are. Somewhere down the line, you either know it. I'm talking to the collective Taurus who know it, or the collective that don't. You don't know the name. You don't know what it represents. You don't know all the attributes that you hold. So somewhere down the line, you're not yourself. Somewhere down the line, you off. Somewhere down the line, you block. Somewhere down the line, you're not demonstrating. You're not walking. You're not talking. You're not standing on business like you always do. It's like something has been taken away from you. Something has been ciphered away from you. Something has been I don't know the word. I don't know the word other than, stolen. Stolen from you. Under the guise of mind games. Some type of mind game have been played on you. But typically, these type of people don't play that. That's why I'm not understanding, and that's why I'm not getting it. Because these type of people, they not for the games to be played. They peep out the game. They call out the game. See, not only are you a Sigma, feminine energy, male or female, you got knowledge backing you. Knowledge and clarity backing you. However, What's behind here? Oh, wow. So what did I say in the beginning? I said somebody. It could be a friend, a co-worker, somebody that you trusted done something. They done something to leave you in a state like this. They done something, said something, gave you something, took something. And again, this is not for everybody. This is not everybody's reading, but it is for somebody. And if it's not your reading and it don't resonate, then it's happening to somebody you know. Somebody, friend, an ally, somebody that was pretending, fake, false, disingenuous towards you. Now, whoever this person who did this, they either working with or they are. But it's in the lower realms. See, only somebody in the lower realms that is spiritual, have spiritual high ranking in the lower realms can come and do this type of work and affect somebody like a Sigma. See, they messed with your emotions. That's why the other reading, whatever the reading was, it's two readings. I talked about you being who you are, and I talked about emotions. See, if we as spiritual beings, whether we're high ranking or not, if you do not balance your emotions, if you do not work on how you feel, if you don't really dive deep and tell yourself the truth about how you feel. Yeah, we did a reading on this already. But somebody didn't listen. Somebody said it wasn't their reading. Somebody said that, or somebody missed it, or didn't watch it, or didn't watch it all the way through, or didn't get it. Because here we are again. Whoever you are, this person in the lower realms, whether it is a actual person or it is a spirit working within that person, but they were able to get to you because not being honest about how you feel. They were able to use your feelings and emotions about how you feel against your own self. Because who you are, the knowledge that you hold, they shouldn't be able to touch you. But they played mind games, manipulation, trickery, confusion. They gave you something. They slipped you something. They stole something. They went to astral realms on something. Something that you were not honest with yourself about, or you're not being honest with yourself about. But be honest with yourself on this. How do you feel? Are you sad? Are you angry? Are you bitter? Are you hurt? Are you brokenhearted? Because whatever it is, they not going to stop digging down deep into you on this, whatever this feeling is. Because whatever it is, they building a wound. And we already know that building a wound is how they can gain entry unto you. Not dealing with your feelings and your emotions, you're building a wound. You're building assets they can build upon, and little bit by little bit gain until they gain total access to you. And with the energy that you hold and who you are and the knowledge that you hold, it's not going to work. It's not going to work for your benefit. Because in the long run, that feeling, that emotion, what they're trying to build upon, you're going to be more focused on that than who you are. You're going to be more focused on that as a distraction. That's all you're going to think about. That's all that's going to be on your mind. That's all that's going to be manifested unto you, is whatever this feeling and this emotion is. If it's anger, then you're going to manifest things that's going to make you more angry. If it's hurt, you're going to manifest more things that's going to make you hurt, which is going to cause you more and more and more distractions to take you away from you seeing who you are, you being who you are, you standing on that business, you having that knowledge and wisdom and clarity and standing on that thing and seeing that thing. You no longer will be able to you will no longer be able to see yourself all the way through, because you will be concentrated and manifesting. What you concentrate on, you manifesting in your life. One thing after another, until they can dig enough hole, dig enough of your energy in that wound to gain access to you. In that other reading, I tried to tell you to get a handle on your emotions, because that's what they were trying to do. But now this reading is telling me somebody. And I confirmed, I said, God, is this what I'm getting? Is this true? Is this what? And it's yes. Yes, you're on point. So this is for somebody, whether you want to get in the comments and say and be honest. See, when you get in the comments and you say, yeah, this is me, then God is able to work with you. We don't know you. We just know what your handle. We don't know who you are. But God do. And when you're able to get in the comments and say, hey, this is me, I need to work on me, this is true, then God can, I get on there and confirm with you and stand with you and pray. But when you get in the comments and you be real and authentic with yourself about what is going on with you, when you get in that comments, that's between you and God. then God can help you. He can assist you. He can get you back on track. He can start getting you to see some things. See how you got into this situation. See what's working, what's going on. They worked on your emotions. It's right here. I hate to show the cards. I hate to do that, but hey, why not? Mind games. Manipulation. And you're going to have to heal it. But this right here, you got to know, you got to recognize you. You got to recognize what's going on before you can even think about healing. You can't jump off into healing and you don't even acknowledge that it is you that I'm talking to. You ain't lost yourself. Not because you wanted to. Not because you it's so much going on and you're drowning. That's not it. That's what they want you to think. You're stronger than that. What is going on around in the world right now, world events, it is really enough to really make you just want to give up and just say forget it. But we know that we got a mission. We know we got a purpose. So there is no give up. And you're one of the people who know for a fact you're fearless. You don't need nobody to tell you about nothing. So that's how I know you've been tricked. That's how I know you've been projected. Somebody been projected and messing with your feelings and emotions that you haven't addressed yet. That you don't even know that you haven't addressed yet. Because when I told you, or you missed the message, or you missed the memo, or you didn't know me, or you didn't see it, nobody really told you. No, you never got the message that to go sit down with yourself. It's some things that you need to work on. It's some things that you need to see. It's some things that you need to acknowledge. Some of you, because see what I got at first was you walking around. Oh, okay. You walking around with as a light being, but somewhere down the line you don't feel like you are a light being. Some things in transpire, some things in change, some things you feel different about you. You feel off about you. You feel off balance, and it's not because of you. It's not because of the world events. It's because, like I said, some people doing some things, sending you some things, playing with your emotions, MK Ultra, manipulating your mind, manipulating the way you think, manipulating, giving you something, sending you someone, activating things within you that you have not. You don't even know it's a problem, it's an issue. So you walking around as a Sigma, but your faith on the inside of you, things are not the same. You don't think the same. You don't think the same about yourself. You don't feel the same. You feel like you walking around as if you still the same, but inside of you, you don't feel the same. You feel like you fake. You pretending. You don't feel like you have a gift anymore. You don't feel like you when you get up today, but you don't have a gift. Your things are not the same. Something happened. Something could have happened in your life to set you off, to make you feel that way. Or something was projected, like I said, sent to you. Somebody came in your life and everything fell apart. Whatever it is, you know what it is. And can't nobody tell you about your story, but I can tell you that whatever this is you don't feel the same. You're not the same. You're not operating in the same energy on the inside. You look the same. You dress the same. But on the inside of you, total chaos, confusion, feelings and emotions all over the place. You need healing. You need to recover. But first you got to know. First you got to acknowledge what's wrong. First you got to acknowledge that it's a problem. First you got to be honest and say this to yourself. How you feel. I feel like that everything is all over the place. I feel confused. I feel weak. See, everything that you know that you are I feel fear. I feel fearful. You're fearless. I feel independent. I am independent. I'm dependent. I need somebody to tell me that I look good. I need somebody to tell me that I am good. I need somebody to tell me that I'm still gifted. Even though I don't feel gifted. Even though I don't feel the same. Even though I feel powerless and I'm powerful. Everything that I am is the opposite. And everybody on this channel should know when you feel opposite of what it is that God said that you are, where is that coming from? It's not coming from you. It's not yours. It's not your energy. So instead of working with that energy, you work on releasing that energy because it's not yours. It don't belong to you. That's what God means about healing and recovery. You got to start denouncing that thing, releasing that thing, because that's not you. You're going against your feelings and emotions are going against everything that you are, that God said that you are, that God created you to be, and you stepped into it. But now all of a sudden, on the outside, it's the same, but on the inside, it's not. And you need to be working on the inside. The work is on the inside. On the outside, anybody can fix that up. You can go to the store, buy all kind of clothes, makeup, everything, and fix that up. That's easy. On the inside, that's where the work begins. And it never ends when you're doing work on the inside. So, whoever I'm talking to, let me tell you this one more time. Let me tell you this one more time. You are the head, not the tail. You are powerful. You are anointed. You are wanted. You are appointed. You are all that. So much more than you think. So much more than they think. But see, God already knows who and what you are. And God said already set the bar high when it comes to you. There is no weapon formed that can form that come against you unless you allow it. You are beautiful inside and out. There is nothing that you can't do. There is nothing that you can't defeat. There is no battle that you can't defeat. There is no person, place, or thing that can compare to what God has said that you are. There are people that are more anointed and appointed and have more better gifts, as you want to say. But there is no one that can compare to what God said that you are. You are a truth speaker. You speak the truth. You know the truth. You stand in the truth. You're fearless. You're independent. You don't need nobody. People need you. You don't need them. You need God. You need God. You need your angels. You need your ancestors. You good. You strong. You know how to shut your mouth when you're supposed to shut it up. You're silent. And you hold so much mystery and knowledge. So these people or this person wanted your knowledge. They want to know what you know. They want to take it and cipher away from you. But see, God see fit for me to sit here for 36 minutes and tell you about you. You're that important that I took out time out of my day to come tell you about you. Because see, you ain't forgot, and that's all right. We all forget from time to time. But when we got a tribe and we got people and we got people who really seek God, and we have people who really love God, and we have people who really are standing on business with God, God is going to go after. If it's nobody but one person that this is for, God is coming for that one. Because you mean that much to God. Don't ever get it twisted. Don't ever let another person tell you, or don't never let another person take what God has given you. You're too valuable. You're too valuable. And whatever you feeling about yourself is a lie. Get back to the truth. Get back to you. Get back to what God said, which is the God in you that's trying to talk to you, but you ain't listening. So what God does is send me to talk to you because you're not listening. You're more focused on what somebody else talking about, what somebody else is projecting and somebody else is distracting you with. But I'm here to break that off and tell you, look at here. You're so much more than that. You're powerful. Utilize your power. Cut those cords. Cut that truth. Cut that lie. Stand up. I don't care if you got to stand up with tears. You got to stand up and you don't believe it. You got to stand up and you don't feel like it. You don't feel like it. You don't feel like it's you. You don't feel like it. You feel like you pretending. Stand up anyway. Because in the midst of standing, God got you. All you got to do is stand. All you got to do is show God that you ready and you willing to do the work to get back to you. That's all. And leave that mess, leave that person, leave that lie, leave that whatever it is that they brought in, release, let it go, and keep on, and turn your back Now, when you turn your back, you might get some knives in your back, but turn your back and stand on business about who you are and what you represent. Because it's clear what you represent. And I'm going to leave that right there. So, for those of you that made it all the way to the end of this message, put that in the comments. Let it be known that you made it all the way through this message, because I want to know. For those of you that resonated, and you're going to be honest and say that you resonated with this message, please let me know and let God know that you're ready. Put in the comments, God, it's me and I'm ready. And watch how God come in. Watch how the angels flood in. Watch how the angels come in. The ancestors come in and give you message after message after message after message. They not getting ready to play because you're not the one to be played, and you are too valuable to be played with. And if you can't stand on business, all you got to do is stand, and I guarantee you got a spirit team that will stand on business for you. You just got to believe it and stand. Send that SOS. They ready and willing, but they can't do it without you. They can't do it without you saying something. They can't go against your will, is what I'm trying to say. Open up your mouth and let them know. This ain't the time to be in silent, because you're not in the right mind and you're not in the right space to be silent. You got to open up your mouth. If you need the help, you got to open up your mouth, because your help is waiting on you. All right. So with that, like, share, subscribe, and hype it up. All right. So I'm sending you love and I'm sending you healing, and Trinity is